Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mindovermania. My name is Christian, and today we are doing another pick a group reading. Today's topic is how do I fix the situation? By situation, this could be in regards to a romantic relationship. This could involve work. This could involve a random kerfuffle. I really don't have any specifics about these messages, so we're gonna just go ahead and take a stab at it and see what's going on. We have 4 stickers to choose from today to help you with your decision on which pile is yours. The first pile we have is Please Be Patient Blonde Driver. Okay, and I can barely pick it up. So, alright. Group number 2, It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Group number 3, Radiate Positivity. Oh, that one gives me the giggles. Alright, and number 4 is Hot Girls Hit Curbs. Okay, y'all, I will see you at your pile. Please to make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment down below to support my YouTube channel, and consider booking me for a personal reading. In order to select your pile, just take a couple deep breaths, resonate with a message, or just use your intuition. You guys know the drill. Anyways, I will see you at your pile. Take care. Hello, everyone. You have chosen group number 1, which is Please Be Patient Blonde Driver. And this is going to be your reading today on how do I fix this situation. Now, I don't know what situation you had in mind when reading this or selecting this pile, but I definitely feel like you guys are like, how do I fix my life? Okay, because like I was sitting here trying to make sure that all the cards were right, and then my mind was thinking about this bullshit that I've been thinking of, and I was arguing with myself, and I was like, oh my gosh, just like calm down, like we're only gonna be talking about one thing today. Like, why is everything and their mother blowing up at the same time? I don't know if you guys are maybe like parents, or maybe you have a lot of responsibility. I just have a feeling like you guys are always scrambling to go somewhere or do something. And so when you're saying, how do I fix the situation? You're like, well, which one? Okay? Because it's almost like there's like a rotating door of, well, there's this conflict at work, and then at home the kids did this, or I struggled with my roommate, or something went on at school. Like, whatever's going on, it just feels like it's a lot of inner chaos and turmoil to you reacting to life. Okay, because I don't think the actual problems you're struggling with are the situations you're managing. It's more so how are you managing yourself while you're trying to achieve your goals. Okay, so like even though you're like, yes, I know exactly how to budget my money for spending on groceries, my work, my business, all these different things every month, right? But then for some reason, it's still a scramble for money at the end of the month. You're like, oh, well, this thing came up and this thing came up. And even though you planned for it in your budget, you weren't realistic about your needs and the consequences of your impulse spending. Or maybe, for example, this spontaneous thing came in. So whenever you're trying to strategize, you want to make sure that you are realistic, that you are a human being. You make plans around perfection and keeping things perfect. So when things don't go perfectly according to plan, you overreact and underprepare. Okay? Because you're expecting things to be perfect. And I don't know if maybe you weren't taught to just kind of like go with the flow of things, because I think if you take that mindset a little bit better, it'll be easier to manage your everyday life. So you're not getting stressed out when every little thing doesn't work out. Control may be also an issue with this group too, but not like the kind of controlling that's like, oh my god, I'm gonna flip out with road rage and stuff like that, or maybe sometimes you are. But like this kind of feels like the energy of like, just relax. Like if you don't have the cookies for the bake sale on Saturday, you don't have to technically go to the bake sale because that was something your kid spontaneously lied about needing to go to for a project because he wanted to go get food. You know what I mean? Like there's just like a lot of this energy of like you need to be a little more discerning on what is a priority in your life. And also what you're speaking to yourself about it, because it's almost like the more you actively complain about this little stuff, you are teaching your body that it's a bigger deal than it actually is. Like, okay, yeah, you forgot to get the mail. You are not an idiot because you forgot to get the mail. Okay? Because I feel like you guys are kind of used to being in this self-harming cycle that you're not really aware of. It doesn't really motivate you and it doesn't add value to your life, so why are you doing it? You know? It's like, be realistic. Like, why are you doing it? Is it just because it's a force of habit? Yeah. Is it because your parents did it? Yeah. Is it because people around me do it? Yeah. You know what I mean? Get a little more self-discipline and loving on yourself, okay? Plus, you guys are my followers, okay? So, like, plus, you guys are my audience, so I expect you guys to love yourselves, okay? It doesn't matter how successful you are, how not successful you are, I want you guys all talking good about yourselves, okay? We've got numbing, wish, hope, praying, yearning, invading, twin flames, the one mirrored souls pledged, commitment, realization, awareness, finding out, coming to light, financial support, child alimony, government. What I was saying about the parent stuff, do some financial investments. Write a song about it. If someone else did it, would you still allow it? I thought it almost said, why are you allowing it? Or why are you still allowing it? If I wanted to make it happen, I would have done it by now. I forgot who I used to be. I will not compromise on this. Play is okay too. They're acting this way to fit in. This person is healthy and safe to discuss this with. Wow, holy cow. Okay, so some of you guys, this is partially about like romanticizing a situation with like an ex-partner. I don't know if it's like a baby daddy or like a person that you were like, man, I really would prefer to have a healthy connection with this person. Or maybe you were like, I want a spouse or a partner to support me because here I am being this sexy badass person. And you're not investing in yourself. So for example, with the do some financial investments, like, yeah, like you spending money and time and energy on taking yourself to the spa is an investment, guys. Okay, I know you want to put money into your business. I know you are tired. I know you're trying to take care of things. But if you do not invest in yourself, you are teaching yourself that you are not worth it, that your business is more valuable than yourself and your time and your energy. Write a song about it. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys, you need to like force yourself to take a step back and be a little less critical about how you're spending your time, especially the part of you that's criticizing your inner creative. I don't know if you guys have a business where you are making art or you are making something, and it's just all over the place, guys. Like, this energy feels like you stop, like, you enjoy creating, but it's almost like an anxiety response. And with the twin flame energy, oh my gosh, like, I feel like you guys are spinning out of control about a romantic partner that's not coming back. Like, with the whole they're acting this way to fit in, I feel like you guys try really hard to fit into a certain demographic of people because you believe it's going to give you money, wealth, and power. Maybe you're afraid of your neighbors. Maybe you're like in the closet about being a witch, or there's something kind of like mysterious about you when really you're just like you're nervous about talking about your truth to other people. And you're worried about people judging you. And I'm like, you're a badass, excuse me, like, you're attractive and powerful, and you're misrepresenting yourself when you're not authentic, and people think they can take advantage of you, when really, like, people are not perceiving you the way that you think they are. And so, like, for fixing this situation, what I'm seeing is that if I wanted to make it happen, I would have done it by now. And I feel like that's both you and your other person. You know what I mean? Like, if you really wanted to go find a partner, girl, you're beautiful. You're powerful. You know how to get men, like, wrapped around your finger. So you complaining about still not having a partner by now, it's kind of BS at this point. I'm not gonna lie. It's because you are not actively working on yourself, or you're not actively searching for somebody. You are not looking in the places where a viable partner is to be found. Okay? Like, there's something about this energy where I'm like, you're just like, oh, please be patient. I'm a blonde driver. It's kind of like, you're not a dumb blonde, guys. You know what I mean? Like, stop making excuses because it's holding you back from what you're supposed to be. Like, I forgot who I used to be. Yeah, I feel like all the responsibilities and being an adult and all this other crap that happened in your life has left you frazzled, and you forgot who you actually are inside. With numbing, I feel like you sometimes use work and this situation that's bothering you. Maybe this is like a financial conflict or just an overall chaoticness in your life where you've been trying to numb yourself to get out of the situation when really the numbing's what's keeping you there. Like, if something is causing you to get upset to a point where you're screaming or crying or you're shutting down after work or something, then take a moment back and say, okay, what actually is the root cause of that? Why am I trying to, like, harm myself by doing something that causes me to freak out? With this invading energy, it's almost like you are like constantly feeling like you need to monitor yourself or you need to discipline yourself. Like self-discipline's the problem. When it's like, no, if you're not meant for that, then don't do it. Like, I know that seems very simple, but to me, it's like, if it's causing you this much distress or causing you to shut down or not want to do it, like, group is very powerful. You're divinely protected. Like, I'm looking at Archangel Michael right now, and I'm just like, that would be like Archangel Michael being like, nah, I can't do it today. I don't know. It just seems like kind of ridiculous to me that you guys are even like this upset at yourselves, because it's like, it's a self-sabotaging energy with the twin flame journey too. I feel like you guys are like overwhelmed by the idea of having like another divine partner. And so it's kind of like, I think you guys are missing the spiritual point of having a twin flame rather than like the energetic stuff. Maybe you guys are focused on the energy and like feeding off of that addiction cycle instead of like actually like going and talking to this person. They're acting this way to fit in, this does feel like a masculine energy of some kind. So there's something about the way this person's behaving. It just feels very like nostalgic. Okay? The fact that they're now spiritually activated and triggered by you, so they're just putting on a front and then going about and living their life, but they're having dreams about you. It feels like their life is chaotic and totaled, but like they're so secretive and stuck in their situation that they don't want to move on. And so like, with this person is healthy and safe to discuss this with, I don't feel like this is like your twin flame, but I do think you need to make sure that you're actively discussing your thoughts and emotions and opinions about it, just so you can clear them out of your system. Okay, because something about this, you guys, like, you need to be more committed to yourselves and create a partnership that you're a boss, which means you are the man and the woman in this relationship with yourself first. Okay, that's going to intimidate so many men, but the men that you need to have in your circle, they're not attracted to this ups and down stuff. They're not attracted to this stereotyping, oh, well, this is what a man does and this is what a woman does. Like, no, like, leaders have elements and qualities of both. They tend to be very independent. And so if you want this extra masculine man, you're not going to find it when you're doing both, essentially. You have not mastered both energies, because he doesn't want to be taking care of a woman that doesn't take care of herself, right? Because he has qualities of both. And because men don't show up that way, it's not obvious that it's the energy that's going on, because they have to hide it too, because he's also got a soft, squishy part. So you can't be like playing two different partners when you're in a relationship with someone. Play is okay too. Yeah, you guys just need to like play with your kids, like, for fuck's sake, like, go out and have fun. Like, there's just a lot of this energy where it's very uptight, and you got to remember that play is important for your mental health, and it's divine frequency. I feel like if you're having some blockages right now, like if you're wishing and hoping and praying for something, just go have some fun and let your hair down. You need it. And especially with financial support, for those of you guys that are struggling financially, this is just kind of your sign to be like, you will increase your abundance tenfold when you're not stressed out because you're not making poor financial decisions. And it's okay to splurge once in a while, okay? Like, by splurging, I don't mean like dropping $200 on something useless, but like, if you want to go out and take yourself to a nice dinner, or go get a massage, or do something to take care of your body, like, or having a night where you take a bubble bath, that's important, especially when you're trying to balance all this stuff, okay? Write a song about it, do something fun, even if it's 5 minutes of fun a day, start teaching yourself that that's important, because when you do, you're going to start brightening up, and then your energies are going to be easier to work with, okay? You're not going to be as frustrated with yourself, and you're not going to be mad at yourself either. Wow. Okay, that was a lot, guys. Just please be patient with yourself, and sending you a lot of love. Ask your friends for support, and obviously, if you ever want a message from me or a reading, links are down below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this, and, start getting a community and get involved with people, because I think if you're trying to do this all yourself, you don't have to do it alone. Just be strategic, okay? Because it's like, you don't want to put your most important eggs in a basket that's going to break, okay? But, like, you know what I mean. Anyways, though, thank you guys so much, and I will see you all next time. Take care. Lots of love. Hello, everyone. You have chosen group number 2 with the It's Okay Not to Be Okay. You may hear my cat chirping in the background, so I apologize in advance if she does something crazy. Anyways, today's message is, how do I fix the situation? Alright guys, right off the bat, I'm feeling with you guys pile number 2. First of all, it's okay not to be okay. I feel like the energy from this pile is y'all are really avoiding this situation or like very reluctant to do something. It's like you're continually telling yourself, I need to do something, I need to do something, but like you're caught in a loop and you're doing nothing. Okay, and so then you just kind of like spiral and then just go, okay, alright, it's been enough time, I'm just gonna let it go now. And like that really doesn't resolve things, especially in relationships. I feel like some of the people you've ghosted have been like, what the fuck? You know, like, okay, that person's an asshole. When really, I mean, they kind of seem like they were assholes, but it's okay to not be okay. All right? I feel like, you know, I don't know if maybe this energy is affecting like a different pile or something like that, but there's definitely like this avoidant energy where you really are trying to avoid accountability for a situation, but it's not because you're a jerk, it's because you don't know how to talk to people or communicate that you're really not fine. Okay, I don't know if you guys are really good at projecting out a positive face, but like sometimes people, because there's a lot of jerks out there, people think that you're lying and being malicious and an asshole when really it just feels like you guys, number 2, you don't know how to communicate your negative thoughts and feelings in a way that other people can relate to. I think it's because either you've been very traumatized, maybe you disassociate, maybe you're somebody that doesn't know. It almost feels like I felt like my throat chakra closing up, or like when it actually comes to talking about something real, like something that could actually get you hurt, you don't want any part of anybody even coming close to that version of you. Yeah, like I'm sitting here stumbling over my words like, don't want to talk about it, can't talk about it, I don't want to be this person anymore. And unfortunately for you, for how do I fix this situation, you can't not be yourself, first and foremost, okay? Because I feel like a lot of you guys are like, well, if I just wasn't me, or if I can just heal, I'll be better, or I'll do something. And no offense, you don't need to be healed in the ways that you think, okay? I feel like you are judging how well you're doing because of other people's perceptions of you, which is very much not accurate to how well you're doing, especially when we live in a screwed up society. And who knows, maybe you are someone who your brain is wired differently, or there's something about the way that you try to fix situations is really you just being embarrassed about being different. And that's not okay. All right, that's kind of bullying, and that's you taking in the energy of other people that are toxic towards people like you. So maybe you're LGBTQ, maybe you are ADHD, ADHD, or maybe you're just a scared, shy person, you know, because for some reason, society seems to just hate on quiet people. I really don't get that, because a lot of quiet people are very intelligent, so to act like being quiet is a sign of weakness is dumb. Okay, but you know, as Moose, my kitty right now, is very much rubbing up against my chest currently, this is a reminder that you are very much loved, and maybe you need some, give yourself a little extra kitty love, right? I'll let you see Moose for a second so that way she can say hi. But yeah, making sure that you're doing that self-care is going to be what helps you ultimately, and really trying to change your mindset about why you're doing the things that you're doing them, okay? I feel like it takes so much time, energy, and effort to just exist in this society, and you don't need to do it that way, because of the standpoint that your inner world is literally what's the problem, right? Because you just don't have the tools or have the ability to access your truth yet. So you're trying to make yourself believe that you're the problem, when it's really just how you're going about allowing crappy people's vibes into your safe space, aka your brain. Okay, now that she's down, let's go ahead and look at the cards. We've got Awakening, We've got metamorphosis. We've got foolish. Oh, look at this guy. He's like smoking and looks like he's been drinking and all that stuff. Oh my gosh. New direction. I almost said new addiction. So maybe you guys struggle with addiction. So maybe it's like I was smoking cigarettes. Now I'm smoking pot. Now I'm drinking. Now I'm whatever. Ex-girlfriend might be an issue. And she's moving in a new direction. That might be somebody specific. But we've got self-indulgent. We've got disconnected. And then we've got magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist. Okay, yeah, I feel like you guys definitely are a little bit more spiritually connected, or you're ruminating about a past relationship or an ex. Maybe you guys are... Like, I don't feel like for all of you this is about fixing a relationship. It could be, but there's something about, like, maybe someone breaking up with you in the past made you aware that you had a problem. So, for example, like with smoking and all that other stuff, maybe you're like, damn, like, I really did not take care of my body, and so now I've got memory loss because I've, did too many drugs in my past or did substances or something. With awakening, I feel, though, that your spirit guide team's saying you're being way too hard on yourself because you're aware of things now. And this person probably left your life to just make you aware of some of the toxic behaviors you had. But that doesn't mean you're going to be, like, a bad person forever. I mean, crap, like... Everybody goes through a shadow phase, and the fact that you are coming out the other side and you're able to admit the things that you did were wrong, that was the point. All you needed to do was just like, hey, I did wrong and then I moved forward. And you changed, right? Like, even though, yeah, you're depressed and wounded about it, you're still like, I'm not going to continue to talk that way or do that to people. Like, I'm not a bad person. And I think that's really what would help the situation right now, is not labeling yourself as good or bad or romanticizing this ex-partner who opened you up to this stuff. Just remember it's okay to not be okay. With the new direction, I feel like some of you guys are really jealous of watching an ex-girlfriend or a boyfriend like being successful without you, and like watching how they left you behind is heartbreaking. And I think like you just really don't want to admit that it's over between you two. I feel like you guys are kind of like, oh, is she going to look back around? Is she going to chase me again? Is she going to da-da-da-da-da? And it's like, no, actually the cycle between you is over. And that's a good thing for her, but it's a good thing for you too, because I think that it's trapping you in this romanticized, like, I'm a bad person energy and blah, 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 when it's like, okay, let her be special and amazing without you, because she does that naturally. Okay, and you've got your own things that make you special and whatnot, and you're like, no, my identity was wrapped up in this ex-girlfriend, and like, blah, 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 maybe we were supposed to have kids, maybe we were supposed to whatever, and it's like, okay, but like, that's not the reality now anymore, okay? And you hurting yourself does not fix the situation, especially with like being disconnected. Like, you're disconnected from your truth and your body, and you're focused on using the pull of this relationship to move you forward instead of taking a step back and being like, I'm just disconnected from what I want. And you can't connect to it because you're just heartbroken still. And you're still changing, right? Because, like, here's the thing with a metamorphosis, right? I feel like, especially if you guys regularly watch my readings, each reading is at a certain point in time, but you might not be at that certain point in time. So there's something about your healing journey that you're not being realistic, that, like, listen, if this was a significant, impactful relationship on you, it's not going to heal overnight. It's not going to heal in a couple weeks. And it's going to take maybe a lifetime to get to your full metamorphosis. And you're sitting there going like, oh God, like, is this, I'm going to hurt forever? And it's like, no, but you are changing into a new person as a result of this connection. And with the whole foolishness, now that you've become aware of what you've gone through, maybe you were the fool and now you're not anymore. I'm feeling a little heartbroken over something. But yeah, it's because you are no longer the fool. That's what you needed to learn, okay? And so making sure, like, this isn't even your pile, but I'm seeing radiate positivity. Like, yeah, it's okay to be positive through this. Like, you don't have to sit and suffer through your transformation the whole time, okay? Like, you're going to be changing and growing as a human being should. And, yeah, it's going to be a couple more years, but you're a badass and you'll get through it. Ooh, come on. Man, Moose is very persistent in saying hi. Pet your cats, people. We've got yes, luck is on your side. Yeah, so I don't know if you needed that, but there's something about just start saying yes to yourself. Start saying, yes, I messed up, but yes, I'm going to do better. It's okay to be okay, to not be okay. When you start saying yes to things that are good to you and for you, like for example, maybe this person that, maybe you were immature towards this person. She is moving in a direction that is good for her and she's saying yes to her destiny. What is stopping you from saying yes to yours? Okay? And why are you not saying yes to her doing this without me? What is the real truth behind that? Because something in your ego is blocking you that hurts, and it's ego based. Y'all are trying to mask things with spiritual bullshit when it's not. And you're like, it's not bullshit. I'm like, yes, it is. It's self-indulgent. Okay? And like, for example, with this wolf here, it's like, I'm feeling the wolf man. It's kind of like you guys don't pay attention when you turn into the wolf man. You're not seeing that like, okay, hey, it's a full moon. This is when I turn into the wolf man. Right? It's kind of like this person doesn't remember they transform into the wolf man when it's happening. And so that's where this whole foolish thing is instead you're playing a pity party instead of paying attention to the thing that's actually harming other people. So like maybe you latched onto something this person said and you was like, well, I didn't do that. Or maybe your friends called you out. Hey, come on, Moose. Sorry, y'all. I had to put Moose in a timeout. I figured that was probably intentional because maybe you guys need to put yourselves on a timeout and say, listen, if you're constantly trying to get in your own way, start saying, hey, you know what? My little mental gremlins are telling me something's not okay, so I'm going to stop and listen to them instead of trying to talk about them with other people and potentially getting people hurt in this situation. Because maybe you also overshared some stuff that made this other person think, maybe you shouldn't have shared that with me. Because they do feel different about you. You can't heal this situation until you start saying yes, that there is a shadow side of you that has a problem, and it has nothing to do with this energy of I'm not good enough or whatever. No, this is something that is more antagonistic, that in your shadow self that you're not recognizing. We've got communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. Yeah, I think it's okay to communicate with this person directly, but not until you've communicated with this yourself first. Because I think that if you try to talk with this person to try to move forward, the self-indulgent thing is going to come out again. Like, this definitely feels like the energy of like, oh, I want to have kids with someone, but like, I'm not taking into consideration what they want in their future. Or is this good for them? Or like, you know what I mean? It's very much like a me, 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 me. And when people try to call you out on that stuff, you deflect it and then get angry at them when this energy is coming out, not this one. Okay? And like, you take it very personally when it's like, no, this person's moving in a different direction than you, and you don't want to see it. Again, this is going to be some shadow work. You might want to talk to a therapist because, like I said, you're saying yes to something that's not in alignment with you. It's just like anytime this person comes up, it screws the whole thing up. Because on other things, you're perfectly fine. Like career-wise, you're good with staying on top of that, or like other things. But right now, you're just not okay with not being okay. I fucked up. I can't own it. I'm so sorry. I'm not enough. Yeah. Quit avoiding those feelings, man. Someone else is going to take the fall. Oof. Yeah, I have a feeling that's another thing that you're denying with this energy, is that you're like being like, man, I'm so stupid. But like, what you don't realize is when you're hurting yourself or when you're not listening to this energy, other people take the fall for your mistakes in this scenario. Whatever this energy is, it's kind of like basically saying, well, I'm guilt-free because of this is what I perceived and whatever, blah, 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 blah. But it doesn't matter because someone else is going to get hurt by it. So it's kind of like, say, for example, you said yes to a role that you weren't capable of fulfilling for somebody. And then you're like, well, I had a mental illness, so I wasn't prepared or I wasn't able to. And it's like, okay, yeah, that's fine. You're not a villain for screwing things up, but other people get hurt when you're not honest with yourself about being ready for something. So it's like, for example, if you were like working for somebody and their business relied on you, and then you're suddenly like flaking on them because you're like, oh, whatever. But then you're expecting them to always show up for you and have the same energy. Like there's definitely a double standard going on here. So, yeah, just face that, and I think it's going to get easier. This message isn't coming out right. Clear your mind and try again. Yeah, some of you guys, you might get triggered by what I said, or there's just something about like you trying to receive psychic or advice about this is not coming through your head clearly. There's just something in your ego that's really blocking you. And so even if you disagree with my message, you have to understand that this blockage is here, because you're not able to listen or think about this clearly. I'm just saying that's going to be part of your metamorphosis and awakening. What we see here is a heaping pile of bullshit and fuck this. Yeah, I think you guys are kind of like, you get frustrated with people too easily, and then you just kind of say, well, what they're doing is bullshit, so screw this. You know, but secretly you're always going back and forth with this person, you're still in love with them, and then you beat yourself up, and it's like this never-ending tormenting cycle. Yeah, like I said, just let yourself not be okay. You know, it's like you're constantly fighting, like half of the fighting you're doing internally is just not letting yourself not be okay. And then a piece of you fights back. Just say yes, like, yes, I'm not okay. Let me go deal with that. Let me resolve the conflicts going on. I'll feel it through. And then I'm good. Like, I don't know, for some reason my eyes are going towards Archangel Michael's face, and it's like, you know, he's just like, he's very calmly using a calm masculine voice, you know, and is commanding in a gentle way, not like whatever. Not self-harming. I don't know how to make myself accountable. Ooh. Yeah, basically I think accountability and apologizing to this person for making assumptions about your relationship, for your actions that may have hurt this person. And if you don't know what you did to hurt this person, use your intuition. Sit and actually like talk, like when you work through this blockage, I think it's going to come out and you're going to figure out why this person maybe cut you off or stopped talking to you or whatever. I think just allowing yourself to awaken to the fact that things kind of weren't okay in your connection the whole time, and not and getting rid of this pity party energy. I'm sorry. I don't feel too bad for the foolish energy, because it kind of feels like that was just used as a deflection. And also self-harm. And then finally we've got go hug a tree or something. Yeah, go spend some time in nature. Just kind of get out of your body and your mind for a bit and just really like enjoy the present moment. Take care of you. Take care of yourself, and try to find like a nice environment to heal in. Anyways, though, that was a little bit longer than intended, but thank you guys so much for watching this reading. Please like and subscribe and comment if this resonates with you. Wishing you guys best of luck in your healing. And if you'd like a personal private reading from me, feel free to DM me. Anyways, I will see you all next time. Take care. Hello, everyone. You have chosen group number 3, which is Radiate Positivity. Okay, and this is going to be your message on how do I fix the situation. Man, I had some really conflicting energies when pulling cards for this pile, and I really don't know what kind of a situation you're in, but I know that you guys are very positive. That much I can say. I don't necessarily get the vibe that always being happy is going to help you, but I do think positivity in healthy dosages would be really beneficial to you right now. I don't know, I just can't stop smiling. Like, for how do I fix the situation, I feel like I kind of need to know a little bit more about what kind of a situation we're talking about. I don't know if you guys were dealing with a narcissist. Like, I'm definitely getting this polar energy of like, there's really, really happy to kind of cover up this really depressing, dark stuff. Yeah, this card kind of wanted to stand alone, so I'm going to go ahead and read these cards to see what's kind of going on and how do I fix this situation. It's never my fault, it can't be me. Ooh, that's somebody's energy in this connection. The lesson is worth the price. I don't think so, y'all. I don't know, were y'all messing with a narcissist, or there's just this energy of like, y'all put yourself through way, way, way too much of a burden for a less spiritual lesson that was not meant for you, or was not meant to be this bad. Yeah, I don't know if this was like tanking a family, something with like a family member. a partner, a spouse. Ugh, there's some gross energy here, guys. I wasn't raised knowing how to handle this. Yeah, I feel like you were definitely manipulated, or you were raised in a manipulative household, and so you kind of learn how to be positive through all the tragic stuff. But because of that forced positivity to get yourself through, you ignore and neglect a lot of the bad things that are going on around you. And it's okay to just recognize that, yeah, you're in a bad spot. I think sugarcoating it and love and light is not the way out of this situation. I feel like the love and light is supposed to apply to you, not to other people, especially for people that can't admit when they're at fault. And it's almost like you kind of do this, but it's about your love and lightness. It's kind of like, it's never my fault, it can't be me. Like, I'm the positive one, and if I just like believe strong enough, this person's gonna change, or like whatever, I'm gonna love them through it. And it's like, no, this person's a diagnosed narcissist. They eat that shit up because they know that you are getting tricked by it all the time. And that's what you need to stop saying. It's not your fault, because you're enabling poor behavior. You are standing by and accepting it towards yourself, and you can't own that it can't be me. Because you're like, well, I'm divinely protected and all these other things, and Spirit's telling me this, that they're going to heal, and it's like, it doesn't matter. If they're hurting you and they're hurting other people, then why aren't you walking away? Why aren't you saying your truth? Why aren't you saying it to yourself? Is the lesson worth the price? I didn't think so. This lesson is not worth the price, guys. Okay? Like, you guys keep throwing yourselves in toxic scenarios expecting something to change when the common denominator is you. Okay? And like, you are such a sweet person, you don't deserve that. And you almost like make exceptions for yourself. Like, it's like, I don't know, like, to me, it's like, you, at this point in your life, or at this point in your decision making, you need to understand that you need to be included in your plans and not prioritize other people. That does not make you a nice person. It makes you self-harming, especially if you are supposed to be able to help other people. So every time you go chasing that toxic ex-boyfriend, every time you go after something that doesn't serve you, or intentionally not think things through to harm yourself so that way you don't shine, that's the lesson, is that you are the one doing this to you, not your crazy ex-boyfriend, not whatever. You are continuing to choose these cycles. And you're demanding things from the universe that you could have gotten for yourself, because you're not accepting of the gifts that you have and what the universe wants to give you. Because it's like, literally, it's almost like I see you, like, I'm handing you $100 because you're beautiful, you're amazing, whatever. And you just take that $100 and you give it to somebody else that then spends that money and doesn't do anything to help you back. It's like, literally, like, I see you as the person that the narcissist uses to feed off of you, because they know that you're just going to give them everything. They know that they can manipulate you and say, oh, my bad back, or oh, I've got asthma, or oh, I've got whatever. And since you sympathize them, you're always going to let them back in to siphon your energy. So every time you receive something, that positive energy that the universe sends you goes straight back out, and you continue the cycle. So you are like, well, where are my blessings from Spirit? It was like, God gave you the blessings. You're not fixing the problem, which is you're not allowing that to go to you. It's like, if I give you a gift and then you immediately give that gift to someone else because you don't feel deserving of it, then why am I going to give you another gift? Because you're not keeping it. You're not using it. Sorry, this is the way the universe works. It's like, and you're sitting there going like, but this is being a good person. It's like, that's being manipulated by people. You are part, like, you know what I mean? It's like, literally, someone going through all this effort to throw you a surprise birthday party and then getting pissed about it because you didn't throw a surprise birthday party for your toxic friend, when your toxic friend doesn't have any friends. And after a certain point, like, other people are going to get mad, where it's like, well, I'm not friends with your toxic friend. I'm friends with you. And if you don't want the love that I give you, then I'm going to walk away. And maybe you've had people walk away from you because you spent years with a person that was openly hurting other people, and instead of choosing the people that were hurt, you chose the perpetrator, and you protect them all the time. And this isn't just one or two people, you do this all the time. So that's why if you're like, why is the world so dark? Yeah, because you keep choosing dark people to be around. And you're covering it up with radiating positivity. Don't dull your light for somebody else. Yeah, you're dulling your light. You're dulling your sparkle. That's how you're going to fix the situation, is stop letting other people take your light away. That's it. Literally just start saying no. It's going to piss everyone off, and then it's going to go back to normal. Like, it's really, like, here's the thing. You guys are conditioned by these narcissistic jerk people that if you go away, their life is going to fall apart. You're going to be amazed when it doesn't. That's how serious this is. You are going to sit there and be like, man, I left and that person's going to crash out. They're going to kill themselves. They're going to blah, 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 blah. Nope, they're just going to find another sucker. And you're going to watch them date somebody else, and you're going to go, what the hell? I thought they loved me. I thought blah, 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 blah. No. They were a jerk who was siphoning your energy, and you couldn't admit that to yourself. So, yeah, if you're thinking about your partner right now, yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, yeah, they're going to cry. Yeah, you had some great memories, but honestly, when you kind of open up to yourself about how many years you wasted thinking about this person, it's going to blow your mind. But what's also going to blow your mind is how amazing it's going to be when you're done healing. I won't hold back loving you, babe. Yeah, the universe is here for you. Like, you need to stop holding yourself back for these people, okay? Like, you hold yourself back all the time. Like, Spirit's telling me, like, why are you even in the rooms with some of these people when you could be out there with the people that God wants you to be with? Spirit is literally trying to guide you back to yourself and back to source, but you keep holding on to these people that are broken and using you. Because there's a huge difference between, like, yeah, I'm going to heal you and offer stuff to you, but they are just siphoning off of your energy. They are not adding to you. They are not adding value to your life. They are not clearing their karma away. They're just waiting for handouts. That's what's going to go on. Like, they're going to continue on, and at first it's going to hurt, and then you're going to realize, wow, damn, I was blind. I would only let you go so I could make sure you're safe. I love you more than pride. Yeah, I feel like if one of these narcissists told you this, they would be like, I would only let you go so I could make sure you're safe. Like, they use this bullshit on you all the time. They're acting like they're your protector. They're acting like you couldn't make it without them, and you believe it because you're used to being abused. Yeah. That's God's job to protect you. It's your job to protect you first. Then it might be your partners. Then it might be your parents. Then it might be your friends. But if you are not protecting you first, this is all pride and ego. That's all this person, like, I don't know who some of you guys are dating, but it's like literally like you're feeding this man's ego or this person's ego that there's something valuable about that connection when they're just taking from you. It's a siphon, okay? Nothing is forever. Yeah, this situation is not forever. And it doesn't have to be. It feels like it's been going on forever because you've been trapped in it. You want things to go on this way forever because that means you don't have to stand up and you don't have to actually face your spirit guide team and accept the love of the angels, because then that means you got to change. It means you got to grow, and it means you get to radiate positivity in all of the shadows that you've been burying for years, and the secrets and the family problems. It's all going to bubble up. And you're going to explode and you're going to freak out, and then you know what, you're going to be fine. Okay? You deserve your independence, guys. I love you more than I could ever let myself be. Yeah. You're sitting there being like, I love you, I love you. I love you more than me taking care of myself. I love you more than me being successful. I love you more than me actually finding a person that makes me happy. Hello. I like your attitude. Yeah. Spirit likes, well, damn, I don't know. There's just something about this card that it was like, I feel like the perpetrators in your life are like, yeah, I like your attitude, wink, because they know that they're like, yeah, love and light, wink. This is so, you're distracting yourself with the internet too much. Time to unplug. Yeah. Get off the internet, get off your butt, go touch some grass, stop talking to narcissists, and hang out with some cool people, okay? And, like, I feel like you're gonna need to talk to a therapist to figure out who is actually a good person. We can discuss that at some point, maybe on a future podcast or an episode or something, but, like, damn, like, just unplug from this frequency. You're going to feel so much better. You're going to realize, wow, this is why I had health problems. This is why I couldn't sleep. This is why all these things were happening to me. Yeah, they're draining you. Escapism is present. Yeah, you're trying to escape something that you're like, I don't know what's going on. Yes, you do. I want you to speak your truth so I can escape judgment. Can I share your justice? Yeah, I feel like you need to start speaking up for yourself and speaking the truth. If you've always, like, say for example, you're a powerful person, but your shadow side is protecting toxic people because it's like your family pattern or because they're protecting you, maybe you rely on their financial situation. Understand that you're not just speaking up for you, you're speaking up for all the people that this person's hurt and everything that was done to you. It is not your problem that this person hurt you, okay? It is not your fault that your truth is not in alignment with the fantasy that this person's been creating, okay? And the thing is people are gonna know because everyone else has known that that person's a narcissist. You just coming out and confirming that is gonna unlock the doors. And I think that's why you're also afraid, because you're like, I need to escape judgment, I need to blah, 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 I gotta be this positive person, I don't want to hurt people. And it's like, this person hurt themselves by being toxic to other people and to not care and to laugh in your face. Spirit is not laughing. And you need to allow spirit to do what it needs to do. Have a heart. It's too cold outside. Have a heart for yourself. Okay? Like, I'm sorry, like this group, you're just, y'all's energy's reminding me of friends that I sit there and I'm like, we could have had so many memories and fun times and so much joy together if they would have just left that person that was holding them back years ago. Like because you guys don't care about yourselves, your friends and your family and everybody else that like really cares about you has to sit and put up and watch you torment yourself and like just rot on the inside because of this asshole. That doesn't add anything to your life, and we watched you change and it was hard and we're gonna love you no matter what, but like the fact that you have no heart for yourself doesn't make any sense to us. Because it has nothing to do with you being nice. I'm sorry. You're lying to yourself because the truth hurts too much. You know what you gotta do, so do it already. Yeah, do I even need to read the rest of these cards? Save up some money, waiting is key right now. Yeah, so if you are considering leaving this person after this long a time, save up some money and make sure you're in a stable financial situation before leaving or quitting a job. Because this may not also be about a relationship, but it could be related to work. You know, like maybe this isn't a partner, but this is a work job that you have been stagnant at. You've not gotten your promotion. You've put in extra time and energy. It's draining. Save up some money and leave. This is your sign. Get out. You can't positive your way through this. And jobs are not supposed to be this draining, guys. It's not. Let them fail. Let their business fail. That's what capitalism's all about. Hurting them won't heal you. What won't you heal face? Yeah. Here's the thing when you take a stand against this person, too. Like, be careful. Because this person is used to you being, like, a quote-unquote sheep. And so, like, you're going to get really pissed off when you realize how much this person's been siphoning your energy and hurting you intentionally. And the best revenge you can do is heal. Because getting revenge against them just gives them ammo to use against you and to siphon. Like, that siphons your energy more. Like, the best thing you can do is just erase yourself from their frequency. And then you can have fun watching them spiral out. But even then, it's like, who cares? You know, like, why do you even make time for this energy when there's so many great things out there for you? Do some family constellation work. So yeah, maybe there's some inherited family trauma that you need to work through. I'm losing sleep over this. I'm struggling. Yeah, it's okay if you're struggling right now, guys. Stop powering through it. Stop, like, loving lighting your way through it. Okay, you're struggling. Be honest about that, for fuck's sake. How does it make you feel? And finally, you're causing some trouble. And I say it's good trouble. Because it's about time this person got stood up to. I'm like, damn, like, hell no. Like when you take a stand against this person and walk away and finally, like, lose this identity that you created to be in this situation, you're gonna watch people crawling out of the woodworks to compliment you and come towards you. Because it's like, ding dong, the witch is dead. Holy cow. GTFO. This asshole. Anyways, though, guys, thank you so much for listening to that reading. I know that was hard, and wishing you guys the best, all right? I'm really passionate about, you know, protecting you guys and reminding you guys of your worth, because, like, No narcissist is more powerful than what spirit has intended for you. We've got a final card here. We've got excuses. Yeah, don't listen to the excuses. All right, guys. I'm sending you all a lot of love and an extra big special hug from me because I know it's scary and I know it's hard, but you're almost there. You're almost at that realization point. It takes some time, but keep holding yourself through this situation, because when you start reestablishing trust between you and yourself and creating better boundaries is going to be your biggest saving grace right now. Once you do that, it's time to cut the cord, and you're going to feel so much better, and this positivity is going to fill you up again. And this is going to be real and authentic. It's not going to be fake anymore. Sending you guys a lot of love, and I will see you all next time. Please like and subscribe. Take care. Hello, everyone. You have chosen pile number 4 with Hot Girls Hit Curbs. And this is going to be your message today on how do I fix this situation? My lord, you guys are sassy. For some reason, when I'm seeing like hot girls, I'm like, yeah, y'all are attractive, but y'all got some anger management. Or y'all can be like I just see sassy gay man clapbacks that are like, damn. Like, like, you're like, I know exactly how to fix this situation. We're gonna slash his tires, and then we're gonna blame it on his ex-girlfriend, and then we're gonna completely, douse the files in question in fire or in gasoline and stuff like that, and then we're gonna go out and have brunch. Like, there's just something so funny. Now, I don't think you guys would actually do this, but there is like maybe a 10% chance that you actually would. And that's pretty hysterical, I'm not gonna lie. Because, or maybe like something about this situation with this person or situationship, or like, yeah, there's something about this situation that you're like, yeah, I just hit the curb and kept on driving. Like, it's okay, guys, I'm fine. It's like, but it's not fine. It's not okay. You guys seem like you're hilarious to be around. Because I feel like this situation also was not your fault. Like, there's something about like the how do I fix this situation when it kind of feels like you were like thrown into this situation by mistake or by just your frequency. Like, I feel like you showed up to the party and then like you made a comment about this girl's dress, and then she ran away crying, and you're like, oh my god, that was like the bride's like sister or whatever. And it was like, yeah, well, she was also being a bitch to everybody else. So it's like, it's kind of like you unintentionally bring consequences to situations, and people try to like drag you into things, but you like navigate out of them, and it's pretty hysterical to everybody else, because it's kind of like you just do your thing and everyone's like, I don't know, like, group 4, you're an enigma, and I'm here for it. Like, there's so much drama and tea around you. You don't even know the gossip that's on you right now. This is so funny, because it's like, it's kind of like Hot Girls Club, and I think a lot of people just find you attractive for the way that you just don't care about this shit. Like, it's like, maybe this could be a work situation where, like, there's people talking and all this other stuff, and you're just like, okay. And it's kind of funny, because, like, I don't understand why people find some of this attractive, because it's like, you're just being you, but, like, other people, they just go nuts for this. They've kind of, like, immortalized you to a certain degree. It's so funny. Again, I just see sassy gay man energy. It just, so funny. You will get through this. That's just some reassurance from Spirit. I miss our morning coffee. Aw, so maybe you lost, like, a friend due to a dramatic situation. I don't know, I feel like you're kind of just like, I'm just gonna brush it off, but you are kind of secretly hurting a bit inside about this. You're kind of just like, well, who's gonna be my best friend now? You know what I mean? You're kind of just like, well, we had good conversations, but like I couldn't put up with this BS. You know what I mean? Like, they were talking behind my back, they were sharing my information, they were like exchanging phone numbers with my ex and trying to sleep with them. Like, there's like a whole like saga to this. But you're like, but dang, I really like talking to them, It was just like, I was like, Balenciaga. It's like, we like to talk about fashion together, and now, like, I don't want to be around this person anymore. I will show you some signs and synchronicities. Yeah, you guys are going to need to use your intuition about this frequency because I don't necessarily know that you know who's the real problem in this scenario. Because I don't really think this is like a someone was wrong and someone was right. This just feels like a situation of some kind that you're trying to get out of. So maybe you said something to somebody and it turned into like a rumor mill. And so it's like, how do I do damage control when there's multiple people involved in this? With the showing some signs and synchronicities, I think like your spirit guide team will try to guide you on the correct path. They're just saying like be very like discerning. I'm seeing with Archangel Michael's face, he's very stone faced, so don't really show signs of what way you're gonna swing, unless you're very, very like sharing critical or crucial details. You know what I mean? It's like I feel like people are like, oh my gosh, you're so mean, when it's like, no. I think like if you're gonna criticize something harshly, criticize the right things harshly. You know what I mean? It's kind of like I'm getting this energy of like, okay, yeah, so you're gonna be mad at drag queens for dressing that way and putting on adult shows in adult spaces, but then you're gonna completely do nothing to domestic violence and child brides. You know what I mean? Like there's just kind of this energy of a double standard that you guys call out, and so you just need to make sure that you're not giving anything away, which you kind of don't. You know, but Spirit's just kind of saying, like, you know, you just sit back and receive the tea and let Spirit take care of the rest. We're just giving you the insight because you need to know it for a secret reason. I'm going through my life review. Yeah, you don't need to, like, completely reevaluate everything you did. I mean, some review is healthy, but I think, like, you're spending a little bit too much time about this. If I'm being honest, only because you're not thinking clearly about the situation. So it's kind of like, yeah, you're grieving, you're having a good time and trying to like move forward and all this stuff, but it's like, you know, something about in your heart space is still not settled, and Spirit's just kind of saying, relax, we're gonna give you some more information, but you gotta like let loose a little bit and kind of just shine bright. Like specifically, I think what Spirit's trying to warn you is like, if you try to stay stuck and stay stagnant, like people aren't going to pick up on the right things from the situation. That's going to make it worse. If anything, you just need to continue to speak out, speak your truth, stand in your trauma, and accept what's going on around you right now, because like this is not okay. There's a lot of things that are going on right now that are not normal, and the more you stand on business 10 toes down, the more easier it's going to make to figure out who is for you and who's not. That's it. And that's basically kind of all you need, you know, because I'm kind of seeing like people are going to be conflicted, but when you share very clear evidence and you are just cut and dry, I mean, I think the stuff that you're getting brought into, I mean, it's pretty obvious there's a villain, just someone needs to do the final blow that's not entangled in the situation. And I feel like you've kind of been that. It's like not necessarily like judge and jury, but like, for example, if someone hurt your best friend or hurt a friend of yours that you just met, and you're like, oh, hell no. Hell no. No, no, no. Nobody treats my friend that way. Suddenly, everybody that was used to that crappy behavior is going to be caught with their pants down because suddenly they're like, oh no, this person means business. It's like, yeah, damn right I mean business. Like, why would you allow this kind of behavior in your group of friends? And you're just sitting there, like, looking at them like they're dumb, and then they're, like, feeling embarrassed and stuff, but, like, that stuff needs to happen. You're not a villain for that. You know what I mean? Because, like, this isn't about, like, Susie doing a bad pot roast. It's like, yeah, no, if you're dropping racist shit at this party, especially when there's a black person there, or a whatever person, like, no! Yeah, like, that stuff's not okay, alright? So I feel like with the situation, like, you just have to be very, very confident and discerning, you know? But I think really because you're divinely guided, I think, like, you just being yourself is going to navigate you through it naturally. But something funny is going to happen. So funny that you don't know about. I see things differently now. Yeah. I feel like because you went through a lot of change and transformation, you're not intimidated by the shadows of these people. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, for example, if you were a queer person and you were in the closet and you had a lot of, you know, angst and anger towards yourself or other people, and then when you got through the healing, you're like, okay, I don't have that hate or anger in my heart anymore. I'm not copying the people around me. And I see things differently. So then when these a-holes come up to you and try to use the same tactics that you used to be at, and now that you see the other side, you can navigate it and not be afraid and see right through it, and then it'll just cause them to pee their pants because they're like, oh my god, you You shot guns? You did and I was like, yeah. And was pretty good at it too. And yeah, I don't need to be like you because I choose not to because it's not fun. Sorry. Hot Girls Club. I hope that you can forgive me. Yeah, I feel like for some of you guys, you know, like you're gonna see like the true victims in this situation because I feel like there's multiple causes for the problems that are going on, and some people were just honestly acting out in a certain kind of way because that's they're doing what they were told. They were afraid of the problematic person or people in the scenario, and also too, there's like a time for things, right? It's kind of like maybe there was some problematic stuff that was okay in the past, it's not okay in the modern future. And also too, when it comes down to certain people didn't realize, for example, like if you were calling out a social injustice thing going on, some people did not realize that that was ill-intended, if that makes sense. So it's like there's a difference between the person that was like, oh my god, I didn't know that that word was meant this, you know. I think though you have enough discernment to know like who are the people that are really the assholes in the situation, and you're gonna have people coming up and asking for forgiveness, you know, saying, hey, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you that way. And you're gonna be like, I don't know, you're gonna be however you need to be. But how do you fix it? I don't really think you're gonna need to do much about those things. You know, I think just by you setting the tone and you just being yourself, it's already gonna cause a lot of drama because I feel like a lot of these people, they're just so used to things going their way and everyone being like them. So when you stand out and you make sense and you're relatable and you're kind and you're caring, it just makes it so obvious that they're the assholes. It really does. And you're going to just trigger the crap out of everyone. I don't know, something great is going to happen as a result of this situation too. Like you taking a stand is just so crucial that you just have to stay strong in your belief systems. That's really it. Because if you start to waver or question, like, well, I'm going after this person, or like, this is like maybe the boss of your company or somebody that has a lot of influence, you think, until people come out of the woodworks. I'm just saying, you got some real friends that are going to respect you after you take a stand against this person. We've got unavailable. Yeah, I feel like if you're going to try talking to one of the problematic people, they are unavailable for a conversation at this time. Even if you miss your morning coffee and like engaging with them, like just don't, like just kind of give them some space right now. There's something that you should be unavailable to. Like I think that you should not be really reaching out and engaging and discussing or chattering. You know, just if you receive information, great. If not, don't pull from the weeds. Okay, just continue to focus on your course. We've got health issues could arise. Yeah, maybe you've been stressed out. Like again, I'm feeling with coffee. You know, maybe you should just not drink coffee for a little bit, let your stomach settle while you're dealing with the stress of the situation. Or maybe you just got to focus on your mental health right now. Like your stability matters, especially if you're like, this is an uncertain work situation. I don't know if I'm going to get fired, or I don't know if like there's politicians or people talking crap about me. Like it could be any number of things. And I think just right now, all of the chaos is affecting your health more than anything. And so that's where you should be putting your focus. Someone else. Oh, I don't know if you expose someone's love interest. Oh no, or you expose a toxic love interest. It says someone in the middle, someone is trying to sabotage this. Oh my god. I don't know if someone was like using someone else's Instagram to like talk shit to other people, or like there's almost like this energy of someone wanted to be with someone else and then someone didn't like it, so then they came in and started all this rumor mill and shit talking and other stuff, and this confused this other person. This feels like work drama, or it could be personal drama. Yeah, there's no fixing that kind of stuff. Oh man, there was some toxicity. There is some tea with somebody. But in any case, you know, I do feel like, you know, there is some kind of a jealous feminine frequency, or some kind of like an angry person that is very jealous of the dynamics that are going on between you and another person. Like again, maybe you're working with a successful person, or you have a friend that's very attractive and successful, and someone got jealous about that, and so then they started like throwing in all this nasty stuff your way and you didn't pick up on it. But, like, it doesn't affect you because, I don't know, I'm seeing you like Archangel Michael, where you're like, man, I fought in the military, or like, man, this is not affecting me. So then it all backfires when they try to, like, claim you're a certain kind of person, when you're like, dude, I mind my business, not you. You know? We've got admired, yeah. I'm gonna try getting through these cards because you have a lot, and I've been yapping. But yeah, you're very admired by a community of people, or by people that respect how you stand up for people, because you're respectful too. And basically what you give is what you get with you. And I think a lot of people admire that. We've got let go. So make sure that you take charge of letting go. Because I think, like, sometimes you do get in your headspace a little bit too much about it. But the tea is fun, though. I'm not gonna lie. Verge, about to reveal, confess. Ooh, someone is gonna come towards you and spill the beans. They're gonna spill their guts. And that's gonna be all you need in order to take the charge. We've got ascension, spiritual path, awakening. This is on your spiritual path and alignment towards bigger and better things. I don't know if this is gonna blow up. Like I said, like, this is kind of like, I don't know if this is gonna be like exposing a corruption chain that goes way beyond the situation you're talking about. Oh god. Okay, we've got received. Message received. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's just anonymous people waiting on your signal, or it's like they think you know more than what you actually know. And so they're just waiting for the trigger. And then you're gonna say something without realizing it, and then boom. There it goes. The answer is no. No, they're not coming back. Not after what you did to them. Oh, man. Devotion. Stay devoted to the light. Keep up your frequency. You've got lessons. Lessons being doled out to everybody. Divine timing. Trust the divine timing. Bound. Yeah, this relationship is not going as planned, and I'm sorry. Girlfriend, you are not getting what you wanted. You should have not messed with this spiritual person. They should have not messed with you, group 4. I don't know what this person did, but, the heat that's gonna come back on this person. Oh no. We've got escapade, vacation, hideaway, adventure. Irresponsible. Someone's marriage's gonna fall apart. Somebody you knew that you thought was your friend maybe wasn't. Yep. We've got material world. Hamster wheel, surviving daily hustle. Drama queen. Alright, so this is something that you gotta be careful of, group 4. Do not give in to your inner drama queen. I know the tea is juicy. I know that you love it and engaging with it. But you're thirsty. And you just need to go cuddle a cat. Okay, go take some time away from the situation so you can just be strategic. Remember who you are. But don't start smoking. Don't get into your addictions. You know, just focus on your grind. Because however this blows up, it's going to blow up in a very specific way that's going to change your life forever. We've got tribe. Yeah, I feel like you're going to really attract your soul tribe after this. Because people are going to really admire the work that you've done so far. I feel like because you are taking the time to support relationships with people, I think you're going to really be elevated in a way that you weren't anticipating because of your consistency with your standards, your principles, and just being a good person and caring about people. Like, damn. We've got magnetic, unexplainable pull, can't resist. Oh my god, I just see desire, lost sexual chemistry. I just couldn't even look at this card. I don't know why I can't look at the card. I'm just seeing that tongue in the oh god. I'm gonna just cover that up. That is not PG-13 energy. That is I don't know if it's good or bad or what, but there was some, I don't know if sex magic, some kind of lustful behavior going on. Somebody was messing with somebody or something that they shouldn't have been. Oh my god. Yeah, you cannot fix this. But the situation will be fixed. And you're going to be involved, I'm sorry. Time nor death would separate our love, it's long lasting. Yeah, I don't know if someone tried to sabotage a relationship or a long-term relationship. I don't know. There's going to be some healing on your part that you're going to need to do too. So make sure that you're being very careful when you talk about certain situations to certain people. I forgot how much you made me feel. It's too much to feel at once. Yeah, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by this, just feel it out. Let your feelings out. Scream, cry, dance it out, and then keep moving forward. Focus on your job, okay? You're going to see the world. Your world's going to change rapidly overnight. And so every single day, just focus on self-care and just like self-care the crap as your social media blows up and whatever happens. It's the stillness in your heart that sets me on fire. Yeah, find some peace. During all the chaos and the good things and the bad things and the chaotic whatevers. Yeah, and then please stay. You're getting me back to myself. Yeah, someone's gonna come back to you in a really loud, crazy, critical way, begging you to stay with them or to stay consistent, or there's just something, and like you need to like let that situation go. Just allow yourself to focus on you for now. Because I think when you're gonna be in the midst of the situation or after the situation gets fixed and aligned, this person's gonna come crawling back to you. And I think your spirit guide team is just saying stay to yourself. Stay true to yourself. Stay in alignment with your truth. Watch what happens, but don't react. Just keep moving. If you got work to do, and you're gonna get an opportunity that you can't pass up. And it's not going to this person, it's going to you. I just need a date to the movies. Yeah, like... I know maybe some of y'all have psychic superpowers or whatever the heck's going on, but just kind of treat yourself. Do some simple things. Like when stuff gets crazy and things blow up, just take yourself on a date to the movies. By yourself. Or go with a friend. Don't engage in anything romantic, don't whatever. Just do something normal. Stay sane, stay safe. Let them lie. They don't need our truth, your mind and mine only. Oh my gosh. Like, I feel like this person who's coming back towards you is going to be so apologetic and is like, let people lie about you and da-da-da-da-da. I'm devoted to what your truth is or whatever. Like, there's some, like, apologizer person that's, like, really overplaying your relationship. I don't know if you didn't know them that long or whatever the heck, but this person's, like, really trying to kiss your ass and you're just like, I don't want... Yeah, people are gonna be talking shit. I don't feel like you guys are gonna care. But, yeah, just... You know what the truth is. So you just kind of back yourself into a corner and just, like, let everyone else freak out for a little bit. Because, like, how did you know? And you'll be like, I don't know! I didn't know about this and this and this person. Don't go without a goodbye. I need to know how you feel. Yeah, I feel like you let some people go in your past that should have known a bit more before you took action, but also at the same time, it doesn't really matter. I think, though, when things start to settle, I think it's okay and totally appropriate to show your appreciation towards their support and letting them know how you feel. I feel like you're closing yourself off. It's almost like it feels like my throat's burning. Like, you really shouldn't. You're telling yourself you shouldn't say anything, but you need to, you know? Especially if you're leaving them for good, you know? I mean, like, this person's different. This feels like either community or, like, you know, do, like, a proper goodbye. Instead of, like, yeah, drop a bomb and run away. You know, like, you're not going anywhere, but also at the same time, like, you have to say goodbye to what was, you know, and redirect your relationships towards the future instead of the past. And just reevaluating things after the truth comes out. I will fight any motherfucker who comes between us. I'm your soldier. That just feels like this person who's just really gonna go over the top. Maybe this person's gonna scare you a little bit. You're gonna just be like, social cues. Social cues, okay? Yeah, there's gonna be somebody fighting in the situation, maybe with work. It's like, this person's gonna be like, I'm right, I'm in charge, and they're trying to, like, scramble to get everything together, and it's gonna be like, no, No, you're just gonna have egg on your face, man. Just calm down, okay? But you can't control that either. Slow, easy, beautiful exhale. It's us always. Yeah, just have faith that what's meant for you is gonna find you. Breathe and just keep swimming. Anyways, that was a long message, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got some benefits to this. I think just it's gonna be a surprise. You're gonna be very shocked. Not completely shocked, but it's gonna be shocking how it comes out. So, yeah. Anyways, send you guys a lot of love, light, good luck on your situation. Just continue being innocent and lovely, and like and subscribe. I will see you all next time. Take care. Bye.